sir. At screen selections.
From the beginning onwards. Initialization.
Initialization.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sir.
screen selection.
Initialization, at screen selection screen, start of selection,
Mm.
end of
End of
selection.
End of selection and so on, correct? So
Yeah.
similarly, in ALV some special events are there. You can also write initialization, start of selection also in the ALV also, but apart from this there are some special events are there in ALV. Let us see what are the events.
Okay, sir.
So this is the program which we have done yesterday.
Yes, sir.
So now I'll make a copy of this. I'll put the events after that. So just have a look of this program. We have declared one one internal table. So these are the internal table and work area for field catalog. In perform get data, what I'm doing, I'm joining two tables. I'm getting the data in perform get data. Display data, I'm filling the field catalog. How I'm filling the field catalog?
By automatic.
I'm filling the field catalog, maybe automatic or manual, anything. You can fill by any way. Here it was done by automatic. Reuse ALV field catalog methods we are using. And then after filling the field catalog, I'm passing the field catalog to the reuse ALV grid display. For this function module, I'm passing the function this reuse field catalog. At the same time, I'm passing the data which we need to display. So this already you know. Now how to put the events for this particular ALV report. So now, if you want to put the events for particular ALV reports, you try to write one more perform. Here write perform get events. So now I'll double click on it. So where to write this perform? Perform get events should be there before reuse ALV grid display.
Yes, sir.
So our intention is there is an internal table. We need to fill the internal table and we will pass it to the reuse ALV grid display. Okay. Fine. So now perform get events is there. I will go to the perform get events. The perform get events. I want the list of events which were there in ALV reports. I want the list of events like initialization, startup selection. I want the list of events. To get the list of events, there is a function module. Okay. So the function module name I will tell you. The function module is to get the list of events. The function module name is reuse ALV events get. Reuse ALV events get. So this is the function module name. Call the function module. What this function module will do? This function module will give the list of events. So from this function module, we can import the list of events into the internal table. So ET underscore events are there, right? We need to declare one variable similar like that, and then we'll capture the events into that. Let us go inside this function module and see how they have declared ET events. Let us go inside the function module. Double click on the function module. And see how they have declared ET events, type slice underscore T underscore event.
Yes, sir.
Copy this. Go to the top of the program, top of your program, and declare data. I won't say ET, I will say IT, because internal table I will say always IT. Events, type slice underscore T underscore event.
Yes.
I will also want to declare one work area. How to declare a work area? WA
Events.
events, type, what to give here?
Structure.
Structure. How we will know the structure name?
So we have to go that list under.
Yeah, we need to double click on this.
Yes, sir.
So when you double click on this, it will go to the type groups list.
Yes, sir.
So see, list underscore T underscore event is taking the reference of list underscore ALV event. So this is the structure.
Yes.
Okay. You can declare a work area like this. Otherwise, you can also declare work area like some other way. The other way is you can also declare like this: work area events 1 like line of IT events. This is another way of declaring the work area for this particular internal table. Now this is a work area. This is the syntax. This is one more way. This is another way. You can follow any of this. Either like line of internal table or type structure. This structure. Okay. So now I'll remove this, but just remember this syntax, like line of. Now I'll come here. So this function module will give me the list of events, IT underscore events. So I'll put a breakpoint here. Let us see what are all the list of events are available. So now, as of now, these IT underscore events are having 0 entries. Once the function module is executed, this is filling up with 17 entries. So see, these are all the events which are there in the report. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Caller exit, user command, top of page, top of cover page, top end of cover page, and so on. So these are all the events available. How many events are there totally? 17 events are there. So now I want to implement the top of page. I want to put a heading for the report. You know what is the top of page?
Yes, sir. It's a header.
It's a header, correct? Top of page will try to implement the header. Now say for example I want to write top of page. Then what I need to do? Others, can you mute your system? Because some noise was coming up. Please mute your system. If you want to, if you are trying to ask some questions, then unmute and ask. Okay, fine. Now it is okay. Fine. So now I want to implement the top of page. Okay, so in the top of page, what we need to do, I want to give some name here. I'll give some name here, some uh, name, either your name also I can give. I will give some form name. See, if you observe, this IT events has two fields. First field is the name, second field is form. Okay, in the name, all events are there. Call, exit, user command, top of page, all events are there in the field name. And in the form, we need to fill the perform name, subroutine name we need to give here. We need to give a subroutine name here. Under in that particular subroutine, we need to write coding for top of page. So first what we need to do, against the top of page, we need to fill a subroutine name here in the form. How to fill subroutine name here? Yesterday we have seen how to make the key field X if some key field X is there in the internal table, how to remove it. And the same way, I will try to fill some subroutine name here against the top of page. What is the internal table? IT events. So now my syntax is read table IT events into work area events with key name is equal to top of page. Correct? Then what will happen? Then this particular record, third record, will go to the work area. Then what I will say, work area hyphen form is equal to some XYZ. I will put work area hyphen form. Then based on the work area, I will modify this internal table so that XYZ will come here automatically. So that is my intention. So now I am trying to do the same. So here what I will do, read table IT events into work area events with key name is equal to, what is the event we want to implement? Top of page. So give the event name, top of page. If psi sub r c is equal to 0. After read statement, it is always good habit to write if psi sub r c statement, and before read statement, better to clear the work area. So now after doing this, what I will say, work area hyphen events hyphen form is equal to, you can give something. I'll give here heading, and after this I will say modify internal table IT underscore events from work area index psi tabix. Okay, so now what will happen, against the top of page this heading will be there. So this heading, you need to take this heading and create one subroutine, form heading end form. So you need to create the particular subroutine, form heading and end form, inside which you need to write some whatever you write here, that will display in the top of page. So I will try to show what's happening here once again in a debugging screen. So this IT underscore events is having 0 entries. Before executing this function module, I'll press F6. And this function module is executed and 17 events are coming up in this. There are 17 events. I want to implement the top of page. So what I'm doing, I'm reading the internal table into the work area where name is top of page. So if you observe here, the next step is read table IT underscore events into the work area with key name is equal to top of page. So as of now, my work area has nothing. My work area has nothing as of now. After this, top of page is coming up here, but form is nothing. So what I'm doing, I'm filling the form. I'm saying work area hyphen form is equal to heading. So after this step, work area hyphen form will be filling up with heading. So now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to modify the internal table based on the work area. In the internal table, there is no form for top of page, but in the work area we fill the form name. So after this step, that heading will come to the internal table. So your internal table got modified. So top of page is here. This is the name of the event. This is the form name. So now in the next step, what we have done, we try to implement the particular event. And one more thing, once you fill this table IT underscore events, once you modify, after modifying this event, you will need to go to the reuse ALV grid display function module. Reuse ALV grid display function module. Here there is something called IT events. If you observe, pass your IT events function module here. And similarly, you also need to give I underscore callback program as sci rapid. You need to give these two. First one is I underscore callback program. That means cursor return to this program, and IT underscore events, because we are going to implement the event, so you need to give this IT underscore events. So now let us see what code we need to write in the top of page. Generally in the classical report, which kind of top of page we are putting? We are saying this is a billing report. Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, actually, this thing, callback program, I didn't get that, sir.
Callback program means whenever the program is executing, okay? So say
Yes.
for example, you take the interactive report yesterday what we discussed, okay?
Yes.
So whenever you double click on particular line, what will happen? The cursor need to come to the program once again to execute the other part of the coding.
Yes, sir.
Which program it should come? Either it should go to the same. Yeah. So I'm saying the current program. If you write the code in another program, you give the other program name here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that is what current program. I callback program means whenever I double click, which program code I need to execute. This function module is asking. You are saying
okay.
Execute the current program only. See in the current program only. Similarly, here we are saying events, no? Events top of page event is there. So we need to say the system top of page coding is written in which program? Either in the current program or in the some different program.
Current
we are
program.
writing the current program only. We are writing the code for top of page, correct? So here we'll write the coding for top of page. So system will search in the same program. Otherwise, system will search in whatever program you give.
Okay.
Okay.
So that
now,
ID events is an internal table which you have given us.
Yeah, IT events is the internal table which we are modifying here. We are modifying here IT internal table. So that internal table after modification I am passing there. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now next part is how to put the heading. Generally in the classical report, what we are doing, we are giving the right statement. Right, this is the billing report, SIU line, SIV line, something like that we are giving. But here in the ALV report, if you want to put the heading, also there is a function module. The function module name is reuse ALV commentary right. Yeah, this is the one, reuse ALV commentary right. So for this function module, if you fill up an internal table and pass, then that will be coming as a top of page. So let me go inside the function module and see how this IT list commentary is declared. Let me go inside the function module. So IT list commentary types list T list header. Copy this. Come to your program, declare one internal table. I will simply say IT list. I don't want this much big name. I will say IT list type list underscore T underscore list header. I want one work area. Type, otherwise I told you, we can also declare like line of internal table name IT list. This is another way of declaring a work area. So now, what are all the fields my work area has? Double click on this table type and see what are all the fields my work area has. So if I double click here, list underscore list header, this is the structure. This list underscore list header, if I double click once again, so this is the list underscore list header. This has three fields. First one is a type, second one is a key, third one is info type. So I will copy these fields. I'll put here for my reference. I'll comment. I just want to see what all the fields are there in my work area, so I'm putting here. So I'll say work area hyphen typ type is equal to, I can give for the type, I can give the value H, R, S, R, A, any of these things I can give. I'll give here H. I will show you what will happen if I give H. Similarly, I'll give list hyphen. I don't want key, I want info. In the info, you can give whatever the text you want. Material, you can give here ALV report to display material data. Give something. After this, you say append work area to internal table. So H, type H I have given. Similarly, I want to give one more line with the type S. So I will say type S. This is in this text. Now I will give something. You can give anything. Yeah, I'll give JK info. And one more line I want to put with type A. I'll put the current time SI UZEIT, current time, server time. Okay. So now one for one work area, we fill the type with H. We have appended it into the internal table. Another one, we fill the type with S and again appended to the internal table. And similarly, next one is A and appended to the internal table. This internal table I will pass here. I'll save it, check it, and activate. Now I'll execute the report. Now if I execute the report, you can see the top of page. Okay, so this is the heading ALV report to display material data, JK info, whatever you are giving, and the time. So now if you are giving type as H means heading. Heading means it will come in bold letters and big letters, bold and big letters. And then next one is, if you give next thing, that is S. S means if whenever you give S, it will give in a small letters. Whenever you give A, it will give in small letters, but inclination will come. Okay, so these are the different types. So this is how you can call the events. I will try to explain this report from the beginning. Just listen. So what we are doing here, before this is the base function module, right? The reuse ALV grid display is a basic function module which will give the output. So now before calling this function module, what I am doing, perform get events. I'll go inside perform get events. Here I am calling call function module reuse ALV events get. What is the purpose of this function module? To get the list of events. So after this execution of this function module, we are getting 17 events. In the 17 events, I want to implement the top of page. So what I am trying to do, against the top of page, I am putting the form name as heading. With the same heading, I am creating one form heading and end form. So in the form heading and end form, I am calling a function module reuse ALV commentary write. So whatever you want to put the headings, you need to fill it into the internal table, and the internal table need to be passed to the reuse ALV commentary write. And after modifying this IT underscore events need to be passed to the reuse ALV grid display. IT underscore events need to be passed to reuse ALV grid display. And field catalog is, however, is already there. And we need to give the I callback program. I callback program is iRapid. So these are the things you need to pass to reuse ALV grid display. So once it is done, it will display your heading. Okay. So this is how you can handle the events. There are 17 events are there. We have done for top of page. You may now understand, right, how to do for other events. Now if you want to trigger other events, you can do like that.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you show the all 17 events in the debugger, sir?
Yeah. No need to remember all these events.
Sir, here against the top of page, form name should come, sir. It will come when we execute that another.
Yeah. So this is the syntax for this. So what we are doing, we are putting that record wherever the name is top of page. So based on this top of page, I am putting that into the work area. Okay. So W underscore events is nothing was there now as of now. If you observe, W underscore events are empty here. Now after this, top of page is coming. Now I'm putting the form name as heading. So what I'm saying, heading, I'm putting into this. So now if you observe, my work area form name is heading. And after this step, I'm modifying my internal table based on the work area. So if I go to the IT underscore events, heading is coming up here.
Okay, sir. Sir, to create a form for any event like top of page, we have created heading by coding in the programs. That is the only way, sir.
Yeah, this is the way. See, you can do the interactive report also like this.
Okay.
If you say if you are putting some buttons, what you need to do? User command you need to take. You put some form here, form name, any form name like heading. You can give some test one or something else. You put the form name here. Under the subroutine form and form, you need to write the code for particular button.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Got it? What I'm saying?
So we have given the name in the program, sir, like heading. Can we directly write the form name here, sir, after user command?
I didn't get you. Come again.
So like after the execution of the program, we are getting the form name here as heading, sir.
Yeah, after execution of the program, we are getting here as a heading. Yes.
Now, can we, like for other event, can we directly write the form name here for user command or end of page? Can we directly write here, sir?
This is internal table, boss. This is internal table. You cannot write something into the internal table directly. You need to put the coding in the report. Okay.
Okay.
That is not output.
Okay.
Okay. So you need to do in this way only.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. So this is the story of events. This is how you need to control the events. So practice these events. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in this function model, you have uncommented the export, na sir? Why? This event one.
Which one?
Function.
Export.
The events that exporting is commented, na sir? Why?
Yeah. Why it was commented? We are not. See, and the thing is, this function module is giving us the list of events. No need to give anything to this function module. We are not giving anything to this function module.
Okay.
For example, if you go to reuse ALV commentary write, if you take this function module, for this function module, reuse ALV events, not events, but reuse ALV field catalog merge. This function module, if we give what is the program name, what is the internal table name, then only based on these inputs, it will calculate the field catalog and it will give the output.
Yes.
Okay. But here no need to give anything. It will directly give the list of events.
Okay, sir.
So we have not passed anything.
Yes, sir.
If you want to pass something, you can pass it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So check with the events, and one more thing. I want you to practice how to put the logo. There is something called logo here. I underscore logo.
Yes.
So try to practice how to put the logo. When you put the logo, what will happen? Here, the logo will come. Here, you can put some logo.
Yes.
Okay. So try to practice it. Try to Google it out. Google, go to the Google and search how to put a logo in ALV report. Because the thing is, we need to go with more and more. Like I need to discuss again after these events how to make the sum, how to make the totals and subtotals in the ALV report, how to make the colors in the ALV reports.
Yes,
okay, so these points I am going to discuss. But there are many more points which you have to learn by your research. Okay, you need to do your own R&D and you need to learn something. Okay, so try to learn how to put the logo, because this is more or less similar. We come up to this point now. In this point, there is something called I underscore logo.
Okay.
Okay, so here you need to give the logo name. That's it. see from where you need to get the logo, how to upload the logo. There is a transaction to upload the logo. First you need to upload the logo, then you need to give the logo name here. Okay, try to Google it out and try to put the logo in ALV report. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So we'll stop. We'll continue in the next class with the ALV sum, like
Sir.
how to do the totals and how to do the subtotals. Yeah.
Sir,
Tell me.
the other events, you'll discuss it or no, sir?
No. No other events I'm going to discuss because other events are not very much important in the real time. Also, we never use all those events. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So if you want that's what I have generally told the process how to use the events. Now
Okay,
you
sir.
need to go through. If you want to implement the other event, just try with the other events. Okay.
Sir, at least if you tell what is the use of the event, sir, we'll try to practice it, sir.
Yeah. What is the use of event means? See, the top of page event is try to put the heading. Correct. Similarly,
Yes.
there is one more event called end of page. You know what
Yes.
is the end of page also. Similarly,
Yes.
user command. User command is for interactive report.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So only these events you will use regularly. The other events you will not use. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Don't bother about that one.
User command
Why?
we need to practice, sir.
User command will be for interactive report. See, generally what I told like in ALV, reuse ALV grid display, I_user command is there. If you remember, for interactive report we have given this, correct? We have given some name here. With that name we have given form and end form. Remember?
Yes, sir.
Now what you can do in the events without giving this. Now don't give anything here. I_user command. Put it in the comment only. But in the events, in the top of page, here you write user command. You give
Yes,
some
sir.
form name here.
Yes,
And
sir.
inside the form you can write the code for the interactive report. That's what I'm saying. Getting
Okay,
it?
sir.
Fine. Like that you can try.
Yes.
Fine then. So yeah, I'm stopping here. We'll discuss ALV totals and subtotals in the next class. After that we will finish up our ALVs, and then maybe in the day after tomorrow we are going for module pool programming or BDC programming. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.